Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and I'm very excited to share with you this unboxing and first look at the LG GWatch. This is one of a trio of smartwatches launched in July 2014 running AndroidWear 1.0. It's compatible with a smartphone running Google Android 4.3 or later, and I'll go through some of the other specifications as we do the unboxing. Let's have a look on the side here. As you can see, it says LG GWatch powered by AndroidWear. And then on the back here, we've just got some of the specifications. Now it says here water and dust resistant, always on screen, 9-axis motion sensors. It's got a 400 milliamp hour battery, and you're also able to actually control the watch by saying OK Google and then various commands. So let's get my trusty knife and just slice through the side here. And let's take a first look. Now this has got a 1.65 inch IPS LCD display, Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 processor with 1.2 gigahertz CPU. It's got 512 megabytes of memory and 4 gigabytes of storage, and it's running Bluetooth 4 in here as well. And this is what it looks like. Very sort of plain and simple in the middle there. Very classic looking face to the watch actually. Nice sort of reasonably thin bezels on the sides, quite thick top and bottom though, first impressions. So let's just remove this and we'll just pop the watch to one side. We'll obviously take a closer look at that in a short while. Now further down inside the box we have got a 3-pin UK power adapter, and this is obviously going to be country specific depending upon where you're buying your LG GWatch. So 3-pin plug on one side and then a USB connector on the other side. And then in here we've got a little English quick start guide. The actual model number of this is LG-W100, and this is just going to guide you through getting everything up and running and pairing it to your phone. We've also got a USB cable, full-size USB to micro USB, and then we have got the charger. This is really quite cool. Let me just take this out. This is the charging cradle. Now this is very, very compact compared to the ones that come with the Samsung devices. And this one actually is magnetic. So we've got micro USB on this side here. And then on this side here, we've got the little pins which will align with the charging connections on the back of the watch. We'll take a closer look at that in a short while too. Now before I show you the watch any closer, I just must say a big thank you to Clove Technology. They very kindly got this out to me really quickly to do my test and review. You can check them out at clove.co.uk. Okay, well I have now run through the setup procedure on the GWatch and paired it with my LG G3. It has also done 2 updates on the software on the GWatch itself. And then through the AndroidWear application, it's also come up with a list of applications that are actually compatible with AndroidWear. So we've got IFTTT, Contacts Plus, Bands in Town, Banjo, Duolingo, One Football Brazil World Cup app, Highlight, Glimpse, TalkRay, Player FM, The Guardian, Thomson Reuters, All the Cook's Recipes, Pinterest, American Airlines, Fly Delta, One Weather Widget, Maps and Hangouts. All of these are already compatible with AndroidWear, and there's little ticks on the ones that are already installed, or I assume that that means that they're already installed and available to be used. So let's just go back, and then this is what the actual application looks like, but we'll dive back across and look at that in greater detail in a short while. Right now I want to show you the watch a little bit closer. So I showed you the little charger earlier on in the video. This is where the micro USB connector goes in. This is the little contact pins on the charger, and then these are the contact points on the back of the actual watch, and it's magnetic, so as you offer it up to the back of the watch it's pulled into place by a magnet. So very nice docking solution. So you could leave this plugged in on your desk or your bedside cabinet, and then quite simply when your watch needs charging, which is roughly every 24 to 36 hours, you just pop it onto the dock and the magnets pull it into place. So that's really nice. I like the charging solution a lot. Nice and neat, nice and portable. Now the watch itself, now it will accept any 22mm watch strap, and it comes supplied with this silicone rubber watch strap. It's okay, it's acceptable, probably not the greatest quality, but at least you could swap it out. Something like a nice black leather watch strap would look really great on this. And then we got the screen and the watch body itself. Quite a bit of thickness to the actual body of the watch, and it is quite a large watch. As you can see, it's a large display on the front, 1.65 inches, and you wake it up just by tapping. It's actually always on, but you actually wake it by just tapping on the device, and it brings up the background, and straight away you can see that we've got 0 steps here, and we can swipe up and it gives us our current location. And then we can also actually swipe up again, and it shows you 3 little points or 3 little dots at the bottom, which shows you that we've actually got a possibility of 3 screens that we can swipe through to. So if we swipe through to this side, it gives us a 4-day forecast, and then if we swipe through again, it says open on phone. If we tap this, it will actually open that application, so it'll open the weather app on the phone. And then if we go back up, the steps up again, we can swipe to this side and go to our history, and then we can swipe again and go into settings. And then if we go down again, then it shows the time. And whilst we're on the time, whilst we're on this main clock face, if we pull down, it allows us to mute the watch, and if we pull down again, it unmutes, and it also gives us details about the date and the percentage battery life left in the watch. So I just want to show you a couple of other features of the GWatch, and also what it looks like on the wrist, and it's extremely comfortable. Very, very comfortable indeed. And indeed, I almost forgot to show you on that initial overview of the hardware, there is a little tiny microphone just on the bottom of the device here, and there's no physical buttons. The screen remains on all the time, but when you raise your arm, so as though you're raising it to look at it, I'll just take it out of shot and do that, it automatically wakes up the screen. And then to actually change the watch faces, we can tap and hold, and then it actually brings up the carousel sort of interface where we can sweep through, and we've got increment, we've got photographic backgrounds, we've got digital, and I won't read them all out. I'll just flick through them quickly so you can get to see all of the different ones, and then I'll show you which one I'm going to go for now. But there's some really nice designs here and quite a lot to choose from. Really like that one, that's nice. Orbit's nice as well. Look at that, very cool. Actually, let me show you that one full screen. How cool is that? Very, very different. Look at that. Let's tap and hold again, and then we just keep looking through. Rings, polar, planetary looks nice, and then we're background to simple. Now, out of all these, for now, for my first 24 hours with this particular watch, I am going to choose this one. There we go. So that's my choice for my first 24 hours with the LG GWatch. So there we go. At this stage, I'm going to have a little bit more experimentation and time with both the watch and the app. But before I sign off on this video, let's just see what the voice control is like on this particular watch. And we'll just tap to wake it up, and we will say, "Okay Google, what's the current temperature in London?" And there we go. It's currently 26 degrees with a 25 kilometers per hour wind, with a 0% chance of rain today. So that's it for this very first video on the LG GWatch. I'll let you know how I get on with this in future videos, and also show you when I get a new strap with it, which I'm definitely going to do. And I'll show you also how I've got on with customizing this sort of screen to a different watch face, etc. And also give you updates regularly when new apps come out that can interact with these new AndroidWear watches. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, there are 2 places you can find the subscribe button. On the main channel page, it's just up here in the top right hand corner. If you're on a video watch page, then you'll find it just underneath the video you've been watching. Click on the subscribe button, and that means that you are now subscribed to the Geekanoids channel. But there is one more step you must take. Click on the little cog icon next to the subscribed button, put a tick in the send me updates box, and click save. Job done. Thank you very much for watching again. I'll see you next time.